You're losing stamina before you even start, and most men don't realize it. One step before you touch yourself flips your control instantly. Stay to the end. 99% miss the last tip, and that's the one that doubles your lasting power tonight. Deep grounding. Let's begin with the foundation. There is one oil that stands apart from the rest in its ability to create a profound sense of groundedness and stability. It's called castor oil. And when you first encounter it, you understand why it's different. It's not light and thin like the oils you might be used to. It's thick, heavy, almost like honey. It has a weight to it, a substance that tells you immediately it's not just for the surface. This is a therapeutic oil, one that's meant to go deep. When you warm a small amount between your hands, it feels like you're holding something ancient and powerful, a remedy that men have likely used for centuries to reconnect with their own physical strength. The magic of castor oil lies in its unique molecular structure, which allows it to penetrate far beyond the top layer of skin. It doesn't just sit there. It sinks in, reaching the deeper layers of tissue, the small blood vessels, and the intricate network of nerves that control your response. Think of the tension you hold in your shoulders after a long day at a desk. Now, imagine that same kind of tension held for years, deep within your pelvic floor. You don't consciously feel it, but it's there, silently choking off circulation and making your nerves hypersensitive. When you apply warmed castor oil to that area, something remarkable happens. The oil carries with it a powerful anti-inflammatory compound that begins to soothe and relax those clenched muscles. The tension starts to release, almost like a tightly wound spring slowly uncoiling. As the muscles let go, the blood vessels that were being squeezed are allowed to open up. Circulation improves, and you can literally feel a gentle, spreading warmth move through the area. It's not an intense heat, but a deep, comforting glow. This is the feeling of your body's own life force returning to a place that has been starved of it. It's the feeling of restoration. Simultaneously, the oil creates a calming buffer around the nerve endings. Instead of being exposed and reactive to every little stimulus, they become insulated, soothed. The frantic, urgent signals they were sending to your brain begin to slow down. The sense of being on a runaway train, rushing toward a finish line you don't want to reach, starts to fade. In its place, a feeling of steadiness takes hold. You feel anchored. You feel present in your own body, not just a passenger to its impulses. It's a profound shift from being reactive to being in command. Many men who try this for the first time are astonished by how immediate the change feels. It's not just physical, it's psychological. The warmth and relaxation send a message to your brain that everything is okay, that you are safe, that you can slow down. It breaks the feedback loop of anxiety. With consistent use, this isn't just a temporary effect. You are fundamentally retraining your body. The muscles learn to stay relaxed. The blood vessels become more flexible and responsive. The nerves learn a new, calmer baseline. What starts as a simple massage becomes a powerful ritual of self-mastery, rebuilding your confidence from the deepest level upward. Gentle shield. Now, where castor oil is the heavy-duty tool for deep restoration, our second oil is the gentle shield for managing the surface. This is coconut oil. It's much lighter, almost silky in its texture, and it glides across the skin with an effortless smoothness. Many of you already have this in your home, but you may have overlooked its power in this context. Its true strength lies not in how deeply it penetrates, but in how beautifully it works on the surface, creating a protective and calming barrier. It's the perfect solution for the man whose primary struggle is overstimulation, the feeling that everything is just too much, too soon. Think of your nerve endings like tiny sensitive microphones. In our modern world, the volume is always turned up to 10. The constant stress, the digital notifications, the mental pressure, it all translates into a nervous system that is on high alert. For many men, this manifests as hypersensitivity during intimacy. The slightest touch can feel overwhelming, sending signals to the brain that are too intense, too fast. This is where coconut oil acts as a master sound engineer, gently turning down the volume without cutting off the music. It doesn't numb you. That's the last thing you want. Numbness is a disconnection. Instead, it softens the intensity. When you apply it, it creates an incredibly smooth, protective layer on the skin. This layer acts as a buffer, a cushion that modulates the signals your nerves receive. The sharp peaks of stimulation are rounded off into gentle hills. The experience becomes smoother, more fluid, and infinitely more controllable. Instead of feeling like you're walking on a tightrope, you feel like you have a wide, stable path to walk on. This allows you the mental space to relax, to be present, and to actually enjoy the journey instead of just worrying about the destination. It gives you back the luxury of time. There's another crucial benefit to coconut oil. It is naturally antibacterial and antifungal. The skin in these intimate areas is delicate, and maintaining its health is vital. Coconut oil helps to create a clean, healthy environment, reducing the risk of irritation and keeping the tissue nourished and comfortable. It's a gentle guardian for your body. For men who find other oils too heavy or who simply want something that feels clean, light, and incredibly pleasant to use, coconut oil is an unparalleled choice. The feeling it provides is one of serene comfort. It's less about the deep, grounding warmth of castor oil and more about a silky, effortless calm. It's the difference between a weighted blanket and a cool silk sheet. Both provide comfort, but in very different ways. Over time, using coconut oil teaches your body that stimulation doesn't have to be an overwhelming rush. It can be a slow, pleasant, and controlled experience. You are re-educating your nerves, showing them a new way to respond. This builds a lasting sense of confidence, knowing you have a simple, natural tool to keep things smooth, calm, and firmly under your control. Lifeblood flow. There is an oil that is so common, so fundamental to health, that we almost forget its power. It sits in nearly every pantry, a cornerstone of the healthiest diets in the world. I'm talking about olive oil. We are constantly told to consume it for our heart, for our arteries, for a long and healthy life. And this advice is wise. But we often fail to make the most important connection. What is good for the vast network of vessels around your heart is just as good for the intricate, vital network of vessels everywhere else in your body. True vitality is not compartmentalized. It is a system-wide phenomenon. The power of an erection is, at its core, a story of blood flow. It is about the ability of your blood vessels to relax, to open wide, and to allow blood to rush in and create the firmness and strength you desire. As we age, or when we are under chronic stress, these vessels can become stiff and less responsive. Think of them like old rubber hoses left out in the sun. They lose their flexibility, their elasticity. When the signal comes to open up, a stiff vessel can only expand so much. The flow is restricted, and the result is less than optimal. This is where olive oil, when used topically, becomes a powerful ally. Olive oil is rich in antioxidants, particularly vitamin E. When you massage it into the skin, these powerful compounds are absorbed and go to work protecting and nourishing the tissues, including the delicate walls of the blood vessels themselves. They help combat the oxidative stress that contributes to stiffness, encouraging the vessels to remain supple and elastic. A flexible vessel is a responsive vessel. It can open quickly and fully, allowing for a powerful and immediate rush of blood. This is the physical foundation of a strong, reliable erection. When you use olive oil for massage, especially on the perineum or even gently along the shaft, it serves two critical purposes at once. On the surface, it provides a smooth, comfortable glide, much like coconut oil, making the experience pleasant and reducing any harsh friction. But beneath the surface, it's working on a deeper level. It's feeding your tissues. It's promoting the very flexibility that your circulatory system needs to function at its peak. It is a simple, humble tool for maintaining the core mechanics of your masculine function. I often recommend olive oil to men who are just starting to explore these natural methods. It's incredibly safe, it's accessible, and its benefits are rooted in the same principles that support overall cardiovascular health. There is a beautiful simplicity to it. You are taking something known to sustain life and health from the inside and applying it to support your vitality from the outside. It's a reminder that the body is one interconnected system. You cannot neglect one part without affecting the whole. Using olive oil consistently is like performing regular maintenance on the most important plumbing in your body. It keeps the pipes clean and flexible, ensuring that when the time comes, the flow is strong, unrestricted, restricted and powerful. It's one of those quiet, daily disciplines that people overlook, but that builds a foundation of resilient health over time. It's not a magic bullet, but rather a testament to the power of simple, consistent care. Quiet calm. If castor oil provides the grounding, coconut oil the shield, and olive oil the flow, then our final oil provides the one thing most men in the modern world are desperately lacking: quiet. I'm speaking of almond oil. This oil is the master of soothing. It's incredibly light, absorbs quickly without a greasy feeling, and has a subtle, pleasant nature. It feels like a calming touch, a gentle reassurance to your body and your nervous system. Its true genius lies in its ability to address the root cause of so much premature finishing, overactive, agitated nerves. So many men believe that finishing too quickly is a failure of willpower or a problem with their mind. They try to think their way out of it, to force control through mental effort, but this often backfires, creating even more anxiety. The truth is, it's often not your mind that's the problem, it's your wiring. Your nerve endings are firing too fast, like a car alarm that goes off if a leaf falls on it. They are sending panic signals to the brain when all that's required is a calm report. Almond oil helps to recalibrate this system. Almond oil is exceptionally rich in two key nutrients that are vital for nerve and muscle function: vitamin E and magnesium. We've already discussed how vitamin E nourishes blood vessels, but it also protects nerve cells from damage. Magnesium, meanwhile, is nature's great relaxant. It plays a direct role in calming the nervous system and easing muscle tension. When you are deficient in magnesium, which many people are, your nerves are more likely to be jumpy and overreactive. By delivering these nutrients directly to where they are needed most, you are providing a direct calming influence. When you massage almond oil into the sensitive areas, it feels comfortable and effortless. It sinks into the skin and its calming compounds get to work. It soothes the nerve endings, reducing their tendency to fire off at the slightest provocation. Imagine a guitar string that has been tightened to the point of shrieking. Almond oil gently loosens that tension, allowing the string to vibrate at a lower, more pleasant frequency. The signals sent to your brain become less urgent, less frantic. This creates a space, a buffer of time and sensation where you are in control. The beauty of almond oil is its subtlety and elegance. It doesn't feel heavy or intrusive. It just leaves your skin feeling soft, hydrated, and calm. For men who want to incorporate this practice into a regular, even daily routine, its light texture makes it an ideal choice. It's the oil of balance and poise. It doesn't shout, it whispers. It whispers to your nerves that they can stand down, that the alarm is false, that they can rest. Over time, the consistent use of almond oil helps to establish a new, calmer neurological pattern. Your body learns that it doesn't have to react with such urgency. This newfound calm during intimacy is transformative. It allows for a deeper connection, more playfulness, and a profound sense of ease. You stop being an anxious participant and become a confident, present partner. That is the ultimate goal, not just to last longer, but to be more fully there, enjoying the moment with a quiet, unshakable confidence. The ritual. Now, we must speak about the how, because having the right tool is only half the battle. How you use it matters just as much, if not more. This is not about mechanically slathering on some oil. This is about creating a ritual, a deliberate, mindful practice that signals to your body and your mind that you are shifting gears, that you are entering a space of calm and control. The environment you create is the first step. Find a private, comfortable space. Perhaps you dim the lights. Maybe you ensure there will be no interruptions. This isn't about setting a romantic scene. It's about eliminating distractions and reducing the background noise in your nervous system. Begin by preparing your hands. Wash them thoroughly. This is a simple act of hygiene, yes, but it's also a symbolic cleansing. You are preparing to do intentional work on your own body. Take a moment, breathe. Then pour a small amount of your chosen oil into your palm. A circle the size of a dime is often enough to start. Don't apply it cold. This is a critical mistake. Cold oil can cause the muscles to tense up, which is the exact opposite of what you want. Instead, rub your palms together briskly, generating warmth. Feel the oil change its consistency as it heats up. This small 2-second action transforms it from a foreign substance into a warm, welcoming extension of your own touch. The focal point of this entire practice is a small, often ignored area of your body, the perineum. This is the soft tissue between the base of your scrotum and your anus. This area is a critical junction box for the nerves and blood vessels that govern your erections and your control. It is, in many ways, the hidden control center. Giving this area focused, gentle attention can have a disproportionately powerful effect on your entire system. It may feel strange at first, but trust the process. Place the fingertips of one hand on this spot and begin to move them in slow, deliberate circles. Use gentle pressure at first. This is not a deep tissue massage. You are simply making contact, allowing the warmed oil to begin its work. Close your eyes if it helps you focus. Just feel the sensation. As you continue these slow circles for a minute or two, the oil will start to absorb. You might begin to notice a subtle warmth spreading from your fingertips into your body. Some men describe it as a tingling, others as a feeling of heaviness or release, as if a tightly held muscle is finally letting go. These are all positive signs. It means circulation is improving and the nerves are starting to calm. After a few minutes of light, circular motions, you can gradually increase the pressure just slightly. Use the pad of your thumb or the heel of your hand to apply a more steady, sustained pressure. You can continue with circles or switch to slow, gentle strokes. The key here is to be slow and mindful. Think of it like you're trying to untangle a delicate knot. Rushing or using force will only make it tighter. Each slow, patient movement is a signal to your body to release, to let go of the tension it has been holding for years. Dedicate at least 5 minutes to this process. If you have more time, 10 minutes is even better. This is not wasted time. This is an investment. You are actively training your body. You are creating new muscle memory. You are conditioning your nervous system to respond with calm instead of panic. This ritual, performed consistently before intimacy or self-stimulation, rewires your physical and mental response. When you are finished, your entire pelvic region should feel warm, relaxed, and heavy in a pleasant way. You will feel grounded, and from this place of profound physical calm, you can proceed with a newfound sense of control and confidence that feels like it comes from deep within you, because it does. Building momentum. A powerful ritual is the cornerstone, but for it to be truly effective, it must be supported by the small, consistent choices you make every single day. The oil massage can unlock the door, but your daily habits are what keep that door open for good. You are creating an entire ecosystem within your body that is conducive to vitality, control, and strength. The first and most fundamental habit is hydration. It sounds almost too simple to be true, but it is the bedrock of everything. Your blood is mostly water. An erection is a hydraulic event. If you are even slightly dehydrated, your blood becomes thicker, more viscous. It flows more slowly. Your blood volume decreases. This makes it physically harder for your body to pump the necessary amount of blood quickly and efficiently to where it needs to go. Think of it this way. You wouldn't put sludge in the engine of a high-performance car. So why would you ask your body to perform with sluggish, thick blood? The solution is simple and constant. Carry a water bottle with you. Sip from it throughout the day. Don't wait until you're thirsty. By then, you're already behind. Every sip you take is a direct contribution to better circulation. It thins the blood, it boosts your blood volume, and it makes the entire hydraulic system run more smoothly. Think of water as the fuel for your firmness. The second habit is movement, specifically gentle stretching that targets your hips, lower back, and hamstrings. These areas are the grand central station of circulation to your pelvis. In our modern lives, we spend far too much time sitting, which causes these muscles to become tight and shortened. Tight hip flexors, a stiff lower back, these act like clamps on the hoses, physically pinching the arteries that supply blood to your pelvic region. You can do all the oil massages in the world, but if the main supply line is constricted, you're fighting an uphill battle. You don't need to become a yoga master. A few simple minutes each day can work wonders. While lying on your back, gently pull your knees to your chest and hold. Do slow, circular rotations with your hips. Try some gentle bodyweight squats, going as low as is comfortable. These simple movements open up the channels. They release the clamps. They create a clear, unobstructed pathway for blood to flow freely. This dramatically enhances the effects of the oil massage, because now the increased circulation has somewhere to go. The third and final habit is to break the tyranny of the chair. Prolonged sitting is the enemy of masculine vitality. When you sit for hours on end, you are putting constant, direct pressure on the perineum. You are compressing the very nerves and blood vessels you are trying to heal and strengthen. This constant pressure leads to congestion, stagnation of blood, and increased nerve sensitivity. It is a slow, silent erosion of your core function. The antidote is simple: stand up. Set a reminder if you have to. Once every hour, get out of your chair for just 2 or 3 minutes, walk around the room, climb a flight of stairs, do a few of those gentle stretches. Just the act of standing up and taking the pressure off your pelvic floor allows blood to circulate and prevents stagnation from setting in. These are not drastic, life-altering changes. They are small, intelligent course corrections. But when you combine them, the consistent hydration, the daily stretching, and the regular breaks from sitting, you create a powerful synergy. The oil unlocks the local potential, and these habits ensure the entire system is primed to support it. Together, they build an unstoppable momentum toward lasting control and confidence. True confidence. Now, I want you to project yourself forward in time. Not a year, not 6 months, just 3 weeks from today. Imagine you have been consistent with this. The simple oil ritual has become a part of your routine, a few quiet minutes you take for yourself. The daily habits of hydration and movement have become second nature. Picture yourself in a moment of intimacy, but this time something is different. The usual knot of anxiety in your stomach isn't there. The frantic internal countdown clock is silent. Instead, you feel a deep, quiet calm. Distracted by the fear in your own head, you are able to enjoy the nuances, the subtleties of the experience because you are not rushing toward the end. You are in charge of the pace. This feeling, this quiet authority over your own body, is true confidence. It's not a loud, arrogant thing. It's a deep internal certainty. And this confidence does not stay in the bedroom. It bleeds into every other area of your life. When you know you are in control of this fundamental part of your masculine self, you walk differently. You carry yourself with a greater sense of self-possession. You are more relaxed in conversations, more decisive in your actions, because you have eliminated a massive source of subconscious stress and self-doubt. You have taken back a piece of yourself that you thought was lost to time. Your partner feels this shift profoundly. They feel your presence, your calm, your confidence. The dynamic between you changes. The unspoken tension dissolves, replaced by a renewed sense of playfulness, connection, and trust. Intimacy becomes a source of joy and bonding again, not a performance review filled with anxiety. This is about more than just physical endurance. It's about restoring the quality of your connection with your partner and, most importantly, with yourself. It is the foundation upon which a strong, vital life is built. This is the power of taking small, deliberate, natural actions. You are not relying on a chemical shortcut. You are working with your body, supporting its innate ability to function, and retraining it for optimal performance. You are becoming the master of your own house once again. This is not a distant dream. This is the tangible result of simple, consistent discipline. The power to make this change is, and always has been, right in your own hands.